This is the Raw Life Health Show. Raw Life.
The next question is, somebody says, I believe we humans should be vegetarian for the simple and logical reason that I believe God is a compassionate God, though not to be mocked, and therefore we should not have the need to sustain ourselves by killing and taking the living life of animals who see, breathe, and feel. Well, I appreciate your comment, but if you really feel this way, you know, what would happen to all the animals in nature that there's a food chain, and if they were all, you know, eating a vegetarian diet, some of them wouldn't even be able to survive, because there are animals that are created as carnivore animals to eat other animals. You know, a lion or a tiger is going to hunt down a deer or a zebra or something else. That's how they live. You know, that's how they're built to live and designed to live. And if you believe all animals should be vegetarian animals and we should all be vegetarians, that's fine, but that's certainly not how, you know, we were all created to live. And as you talk about a compassionate God, you know, there's only one creator, and he is all things, and compassionate is one of those things, you know. But he's also a jealous God. He's also a righteous God, and you know, and he wants us to do things according to his word. And his word says that, you know, fruits and vegetables are absolutely okay and fine for the body. He told us in the Garden of Eden, eat all the fruits and vegetables you want, just don't eat from this tree. And what did man do? Man ate from the tree they weren't supposed to eat, the delicious looking fruits on that tree. They disobeyed him and they suffered from disease. So of course it brought anger throughout him and brought death to man and sickness and disease to man. But he also told man, when you do eat animals, to eat only certain animals, not to eat the unclean animals, but it's okay to eat the clean animals. Well, what does man do? Man goes and they eat the unclean animals, and it brings sickness and death upon us. But he also said not to overconsume our food and be gluttons. So what does man do? Man ignores his word and they become gluttons, and they overeat and they overconsume their food. Basically what I'm saying is he's given us the guidelines and instructions. We can have our own feelings of what we believe about him, but that doesn't change the fact of who he is and what he really wants us to do. And what he really wants us to do is to eat a diet according to the guidelines he suggested. And I believe the majority of our diet should be fruits and vegetables in a good quality form. But because man has destroyed many of these fruits and vegetables in the soil that it's grown in, not everyone is able to get the good quality nutrients they can from a limited amount of fruits and vegetables known as a vegan diet. I myself have been blessed to be in a position where I can grow my own food on the trees, and I can afford to get the food from certain places that does have the high quality foods in it. However, that's not an excuse to go to McDonald's and eat meat just because you can't get the high quality foods. But that is an option to say there are clean meats or clean animal products that our Creator allows us to eat, if we do it within his guidelines and we don't overconsume them, to get those extra nutrients in our body. Now, some people might want to still maintain eating a vegan diet and just get supplements to make up for their deficiencies or things they might not want. That's fine if that's what you choose. You know, but for me personally, you know, when I first started eating a vegan diet, I had an issue morally with eating animals because I believe that animals are equal to humans and they have a life and they have feelings and so on. But as I started to read the scriptures more, and I said, well, he allows us to eat animals, and there is a divine order of creation, and there is a food chain, and it's not only from an animal to a human food chain, but animals to animals, and this is the way we exist and have been existed for a very long time. I definitely think that I don't have a moral issue anymore with somebody eating animals if they're eating it within the guidelines found in Scripture. But, you know, from a health standpoint, I definitely see some people that can thrive on a vegetarian diet and others that could do okay with eating some meat. So I wouldn't put it into a box. And for everyone that's a vegan out there that says, well, in the Garden of Eden, we just first ate fruits and vegetables and nothing else. Well, I also go and say, in the Garden of Eden, we were naked, but you weren't clothed today, right? What I'm saying is, as we go along and we get new ideas, we change. We change our ideas, we change the way we're thinking, and most of us are thinking different between diet, life, and everything now, different than we did last year, certainly different than we did 5 years ago, and definitely different than we did 10 years ago. As we grow, we evolve, we learn, and we decide what's best for us, and we use what's happened to us to set those examples of what we should do, how we should do it, and when we should do it. Now, to say there's one way for everyone that's the right way, when it comes to diet of what we should eat, we don't want to let our own selfish reasons or our own belief systems to limit ourselves or other people. For example, I myself choose not to eat animals. However, for my loved ones that choose to eat animals, I'm not going to let my reasoning for not to consume animals mess with what they decide to do. However, as a health teacher and as a friend and loved one who want to see these people as healthy as possible, I will tell them where to get the healthy types of animal products if that's what they decide to do. So we all need to make our own choices and decide what's best for us. I appreciate your comment here, but certainly our Creator has given us the instructions of what we can do and can't do, and nowhere in His Word did He say that it is a sin to eat meat. He did say it is an abomination to eat things that are unclean and go against my word, and He gives a godly instruction what those things are, and some of them does include meat that is unclean. So that's my answer to that one. Thank you so much for your question, and remember, if you have any questions or comments, just post them below the video. We will get to them, and I thank you so much for checking us out. We have some more questions coming up real soon. And everybody, this is Paul Neeson with the Raw Life Health Show. Thank you very much, and let your friends know about us, and have a great day.
This is the Raw Life Health Show. Raw Life, brighten up your life.